Hey, today I want to talk to you about it is hot out here in the Philippines. It is about a little bit after 10 a.m. in the morning, and it's so hot, man. It's summertime beginning, and it's hot on the mountains, and it's hot in the city, and it's hot in the province. We're here today out on our porch, and we're doing our thing. Lisa D trying to teach somebody something, and he don't want to learn. It's she teaching the nephew how to some add and subtract. And today is a off day for the schools because it's a holiday out here in the Philippines. But we're having an awesome time in the Philippines today. It's hot, very very hot, but it's okay. We learn to adjust and we learn to make amends, make do with what we got. We have air con. They call it air con out here, but it's actually AC, air conditioning. We have air conditioning inside. We don't run it all day. We only run it when it gets really hot at noon, even more hotter than it is now. We run it for a little while at noon, and then at the nighttime, which is the right time, before we go to bed, we turn that bad boy on. So we can get some sleep, we can get some Z's. Yeah, man, you know how we do. Man, what's up, my brother from another mother? How you doing, man? So good to see you in the house. Back in the house again, one of our original OGs. He said, peace and love to BobbieD and Lizzie. Thank you so much, my brother. Good to see all my people in the house today. Hey, we're a new environment out here in the Philippines, and everything is all right. You know what happens, man? It's not about what happens to you in life. You know what I'm saying? It's just not the big deal. The big deal is how you deal with it, brother. You know, James Brown just said you got to deal with it. You got to deal with it. That's what James Brown used to say. You know what I'm saying? And I'm with that. Whatever happens to you in your life, you got to deal with it. Don't cry and say, well, you know, no. It's crying over spilled milk ain't going to get you nothing but more tears and more fears. Be strong like a man. Man up and say, I got this. Okay. This what happened? Okay. I got this. We gonna roll with this. That's how you do. That's when you got intestinal fortitude. That's when you got courage. That's when you got strength. And when you have courage and when you have strength, you can make it and you can take it, you can break it, you can shake it, and you can move in this world and do things right, tight, long, and strong, and be like BobbieD. I'm telling you, man, it's about moving stronger, moving forward in your life, and not taking any prisoners. I'm not taking no prisoners. You know, what you mean prisoner, Bobby? Somebody that want to whine and cry on me? I'm not with that. You take that somewhere else. If you want to whine and cry, find you somebody who gonna listen to you. Because I'm not. I'm about to listen to you for 2 minutes. After I listen to you, I'm gonna say, look, okay, now I'm finished listening to your pity pack story. Now get up out of my face. That's how you do, man. I remember, you remember Sojourner Truth? I'm gonna give you a little bit of Black history lesson. Sojourner Truth was a lady, black lady back in the slavery days, and she was a slave. She broke out and went to Canada, found her way to Canada, right? And then she was so strong and smart lady, right? She figured out, hey, if I can make it out, I'm going back to get some of my more people with me, and they bring them out. So she would travel back and forth. She made so many journeys in the night, in the night, in the dark. You know, it's hard to find your way in the woods and in the dark, right? But she was smart. She waited. She knew how to get different paths, and she knew how to get people off her track when they try to track her down and catch her. So she would go back and forth to the States from Canada, back and forth, getting people on the foot. She said, she would go to these little slave plantations. She said, look here, brother. She would do when the man wasn't looking. She said, look here. Psst, psst. He said, what you want? You want to be free? He said, what? He said, you want to be free? He said, yeah, I want to be free. She said, come on. So she would say, come on, let's go. Go with me. I'm going to take you out of this. You won't be no more slave. She would get him. She'd have a band up, and they would go back, and she would take them to Canada. But then again, there would be some people that didn't want to go. She said, psst, psst, you want to be free? Master going to get me. I ain't coming with you. And you know what she did? He said, she put that shotgun on and said, you're going to be free today. Get up here. Let's go. She wouldn't take no prisoner. She wouldn't take them no prisoner. Okay. She wouldn't take no for an answer. Okay. So sometimes, man, you got to leave people alone and say, look, man, I'm not with your pity pat story. I ain't taking no prisoners. Get up out of my face today so I can go and get some grace today. Okay? That's what you do. Life is about moving forward in life, not laying down and crying about your problems, not being scared, and not letting anybody fear you. Okay? Listen, man, that's how you move forward. And you do everything right. When you're doing everything right, you have no fear. You have nothing to fear. When you're doing things wrong, you're going to do one of these. Because you looking behind you trying to find out who gonna mess with you today because you don't mess with somebody else. That's what Orange Man is doing right now. Orange Man is messing up the whole freaking world. Did y'all see the stocks? I did a video on it. The stock market has crashed and crashed and crashed. Okay? And Orange Man is doing it, okay, to the whole world. You know, America's the leader of the world. So when you mess up America, you're gonna mess up the world, right? So I'm telling you, man, he got to be looking like, you know, and security's all over that place, trying to figure out how we're gonna keep this man secure. Because people is like angry. You know what I'm saying? Angry, you know. All your 401k is messed up, all your savings is messed up, your retirement account all jacked up. Cause one man said, well, you know, I'm gonna put some tariffs on these people, whole world. I'm gonna put tariffs on the whole world. Yeah, put tariffs on the whole world, but you messing up America. What happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you put tariffs on the world, that means that the Americans, people like me and you know, got to pay those tariffs. Because the companies that's importing to us will say, okay, you're going to tariff me 34%. I'm going to put a 34% increase on this. So you're paying the taxes. Okay? That's what's happening, guys. He can talk about, well, you know, you're not going to pay taxes. It's a lie. We are paying the taxes on those tariffs. Okay? And we already started. Some countries are trying to negotiate now. And I don't know how that's going to work. But if you look back in history, ladies and gentlemen, we have had 2, 3, this is the third tariff thing we've had where governments have done tariffs, and every time, if you look back in history, they have failed. Every time after major government has put tariffs on other countries, they have had a recession or depression. Are you understand? Go back, Google it. How many times have we had major tariff failures? Okay, and it'll tell you no tariffs have been successful. Now, what am I saying? I hope that he's successful with his tariff push, but history tells me that it may not be. That may not be the case. That probably, based on history, may not be the case. Okay, so if that's not the case, we're in trouble. You know, we got 4 years of this, man. This guy hadn't had 90 days yet. Okay, and we all up in the got all panties up in the ward. You know. All of our panties is up in the wide because this guy's taking the breakers off. Everybody's panicking. But I'm telling you something. If you have stocks, if you have a 401k, if you have crypto, hold on to what you got, okay? And if you have a little bit of more extra money coming in, buy on the dip, okay? This is a good time to buy on the dip, especially in crypto, okay? Buy on the dip if you can, because eventually, ladies and gentlemen, the stocks are devalued right now. The United States has lost $6 trillion worth of value in the stock market, and eventually it's going to come back. So I'm telling you, if you have extra money now, it's the time to buy on the dip. If you don't worry about it, but hold on to what you got. Okay, don't sell your stocks. Do not sell your crypto. Don't panic like that. Hold on if you can. Okay, because eventually it may take a while. The way he's doing things, eventually your stocks is going to regain that value. What we're going through right now is called a correction, a market correction, when they have to make adjustments based on the tariff announcements that Orange Man has made to the world. Okay, markets go through adjustment periods every so often. The problem is, ladies and gentlemen, we were in the middle of a big bull market that Biden had put us in. Bull market, you know what a bull market is in? When everything's going up, and very little bit going down. Now, we have been shifted from a bull market to a bear market. You know what a bear market is, right? A bear market is everybody who's selling scared, panicking. And so it's hard. Whenever the market gets to that point, there has to be a correction or an adjustment period. And that's what we're going through right now, a correction or adjustment period. It could be a short period, could be a long period. We don't know. Nobody knows. But we have to, you have to use wisdom during a period of time like this and hold on to what you got. And if you don't have no stocks or you don't have no crypto, you better pray to God that you can get some, because that's what's going to make the way for you in the future. Okay? Saving account don't give you nothing. 1%, 2%. What can you do with that, man? Get you some crypto, get you some stocks and bonds, and you will be all right. But you got to accumulate it and just don't talk about it. Don't walk about it. Be about it, okay? Income, money, and wealth is attainable, but you got to have a mindset to do it, okay? Many of you want to come out here to the Philippines and live. and you ain't got nothing in your pocket and nothing in the bank. You just talking trash and talking loud and saying nothing because you ain't about nothing. You got to have a plan, and you got to work your plan to get where you want to be and get what you want in life. Okay, that what does it mean, Bobby? You got to have a plan to get to Monte. You got to have a plan to get to the Philippines. You got to have a plan to obtain wealth, because when you get out here, nobody gonna give you a job. You can't even work out here unless you have a special permit from the government. Okay, and when you, even if you got a job out here, they don't pay nothing. You know, I mean, I'm serious. When a U.S. dollar, $1 can get you 57 pesos. Okay, so if you came out here, you would only, if you work for one, let's say you work for $1 an hour, you only get 57 pesos for that hour. What can you do with that? Nothing. I'm calling you, man. You cannot live out here like you want to on Filipino money, peso. You need dollars in your bank account to make you live right. Okay, that's what we do. I live off a U.S. dollar. Make me want to holler sometimes, but I'm doing it. Right, tight, long stroke. Good to see all my people out there today. I wanted to touch base with y'all, let you know BobbieD and DC still live and well in the Philippines. We ain't playing, man. You think we playing? Do you think we playing? Nah. We doing it right, tight, long stroke. This lifestyle is not for everybody, but it's for somebody that want it. Okay, when you want something bad enough, you'll make the adjustments. When you want something bad enough, you'll look forward to getting it, and you'll work towards getting it. You'll make a plan, and you will work your plan. 5 years, I wanted to get out here. I made my plan, I worked my plan, and the Lord blessed me to be where I want to be. Now, is everything hunky-dory, everything nice, everything all right, tight, uptight? Now, sometimes we have bad days. That's with anything, but you got to limit your bad days and have more good days than bad days. That's what you got to do. Okay, that's it from now, guys. This is BobbieD saying take care. Good to see you. SML in the house today. This is BobbieD saying take care. God bless and peace. See you on the backside of tomorrow.